Alrighty, Proxy. So I want to talk about the Twitch tracker real quick, and I want to talk about the entire scenario that we've heard this argument 100 different times about. Pretty much, ZZZ's dead because of the Twitch influence. Because, oh my God, look at all the red. Oh my God, ZZZ's cooked, man. Peak viewership, we used to be at back in August 24, it went to 9, 17, it's at 2,000 right now in December. Oh my God, man. The game is cooked according to several different outside CCs out there. And then when you look at something like Weather and Waves, Weather and Waves is maintaining its motion, it's doing great, everything else, blah, blah, blah.
New Eridu ain't cheap, Proxy. When the holo calls, you better be loaded. That's why the real pros top up with LDSHOP. HAP, the fastest, cleanest, zero-stress way to boost your account. Low prices? Locked in. Instant delivery? Always. Safe, secure, and verified? You bet your bang boo it is.
Whether you're pulling for that S-rank agent, maxing your disc builds, or going all in for meta dominance, LDSHOP keeps your account dialed in and ready to pop off. So don't get left behind in the holo. Top up today at LDShop.com. Use the link in the description below and dial me in for that 5-star review.
We see this all the time. Earlier today, when I was at work, I looked at something, okay? Because I know this argument is going to be presented yet again in an argument, to prove that ZZZ is a failure. What two games are very much similar to one another that is in the same fighting arena? Well, that would be Overwatch 2, okay? And that would be Marvel Rivals. And if you take a look at Marvel Rivals, for example, right now it's got 21K viewers. When I looked at this, it was at earlier today, it was at 14K. When we get into looking at, different statistics and everything with the live viewership, the ranking, everything, you can see the average viewers is 14K typically at any given time, with an average of 1,300, average channels. When it comes to Overwatch 2, 29K with only an average needing of 992 channels doing this. So you can see even for ranking purposes that Marvel Rivals pretty much in terms of rank, Overwatch 2 cooks it on Twitch. Overwatch basically says, fuck you, I'm the king. With over 600 peak viewership on October 8th, and the peak viewership was only for January 10th Okay? You can see this. Pretty much, statistically speaking, Overwatch 2 has maintained a much higher degree of viewership. Do you think there is only 2,000 people playing playing Marvel Rivals right now? Is that what you think? If we take a look at the Twitch charts, we actually take a look at the Steam charts for, Marvel Rivals. I see 116,000 players playing the game. And that you can see that as of today, it spiked. I don't know, maybe something dropped today that it spiked, but on general, this game gets on average, it seems anywhere between 100. Lowest I'm seeing right here is 38K, but it's maintaining between 38K to over 100K fucking people playing the game. But yet, it only averages 14K average viewers. It only averages around 1,300 channels streaming it. I don't know. I think that this tells me that more fucking people play the game than they actually watch the game. We look at something even Steam. Steam right now, it's got 35K, right? It's got 35K right now because something's going on with Marvel right now. And it's also the Blizzard client, but on Steam, 35K are playing, and this is just counting the Steam side, it's not counting the Blizzard side. I'm sure Blizzard's actual launcher and everything's got more players playing it. But still, I'm looking statistically. Overwatch 2 has been the number 13th ranked, while Rivals is a 22th rank. And I can see that there's a hell of a lot more fucking people. 300, 200 thing, 78, 82, 77. Like, look, 60, 60, 60, 69. And it averages 14K viewership. This is why I don't trust someone going ahead and making the argument that a game like Zenless Zone Zero is cooked because it doesn't have viewership and it doesn't have live channels and its ranking and everything else compared to a game like Weather and Waves. You see, like, we're at 153 and look at 141 right here. Like, oh, look, compared to ZZZ, it has a higher average viewage, right? It's got more average channels live streaming it than what it's versing right here. It's gotten higher peaks. Because you know what? The fact of the matter is, the reason why this statistic cannot actually be used 100% to be an accurate statement to try to determine whether a game has got interest or not is because when you got a game that, like, December, 14K viewers, right? 14K is the average viewership right here. 17K was the average viewership. 18K was the average viewership. October, November. Right here in December. Let me increase this some more so that way you guys can see it. Like I'm saying, like 18K, 17K, 14K for the last 3 months. Last 3 months, 63K, 65K, 69K. Peak players, 127, 124, 142. This means absolutely fucking nothing when it comes to determining whether or not a game has interest or not. Because, dare I say it, people actually like to play games sometimes more than just watch it. Especially when it comes to, I don't know, a single player based gacha RPG game. Which I'm going to tell you my prediction, and we'll see if I'm right or wrong, okay? My prediction for ZZZ in the next couple of upcoming months, especially. Once 2.5 drops, I believe is going to be on December 30th is when it should be dropping. You're going to see a massive spike in viewership on Twitch and on YouTube for live streaming on ZZZ. Why? Because implementing co-op, and especially if there's events for, dare I say, like whales and better players to carry other players through these events, you're going to have people who is going to be able to interact with streamers, who's going to want to play with streamers, who's going to want to stream the game more because there's going to be a new component to the game, which is no longer a single player game talking, just single player to single player. It's going to be like Dark Souls. It's going to be where we're going to be seeing a higher viewership because people are going to want to go through those events, especially if there's events in the co-op and everything. There's going to be people who's going to join streamers and everything to get carried. There's going to be people who's going to carry streamers, who's going to basically say, I'm a whale and I want to show my dick off. We're going to have an abundance of viewership just because a new component of network play is being added to the game. That's my hot take. That's what I believe is going to happen. That, dare I say it, we're finally going to see these numbers increase because there's going to be a reason for actual viewers to want to go to a stream, because now they will be able to join lobbies. They're going to be able to interact with their favorite streamers. They're going to be more involved and not just sitting there lurking and being like, you know what, I've already got everything I need done. They're going to be wanting to be more accustomed. That's what my prediction is going to be. I predict that we're going to see a much higher, starting in January, a much higher viewership just because of network play. Tell me what your thoughts is down below in the comment section. But yeah, I just wanted to get through this because, again, bro, when I'm going to see a channel that averages 18K, 27, 18, 18, 18K, you know, and only has 1,000, 1,300 channels live, but I'm actually seeing that this game for the last couple of months on average basically doubles and triples that amount of viewership by people playing the game. Well, that tells me that this game's not cooked. Why are we looking at this the same way? Just saying. I'm just saying. Tell me what your thoughts is down below. Tell me, you know, maybe I'm stupid. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. I'd like to know. Otherwise than that, keep it classy, keep it jazzy, always keep it real, and we'll see you in the next video.